All right. Let's see. Make sure we got everything going. Alrighty. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. I can see we are live here on both platforms. My people here on YouTube. Hello, hello. And let's see if we've got anybody else coming through on TikTok. Let's see. All right. So, guys, I just wanted to jump on here today and basically go over some basics, right? Like some really simple elementary stuff, because I started to get a few beginners. I've been getting questions, right? Like people I've been communicating with in the chat, even though sometimes they try to come across as if they already know what's going on or if they know as if they know what they're talking about. But I can always tell when I'm dealing with the beginners, and there is no shame in acknowledging that you're just getting started and that you're a beginner. No need to try to come across right to as if you know what you're talking about already, all in an effort to maybe try to impress other people. No need for that, right? All excellent. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but everybody, no matter how advanced you see them being, right? At least no matter how advanced they come across as in your eyes, we like everybody was once a beginner, right? Everybody was once a beginner. I in no way shape or form see myself as any kind of expert or anything like that, but I do have quite a bit of experience doing this stuff, right? I've been doing this digital marketing, affiliate marketing thing for quite a while, right? Welcome, Mr. Zoe. Welcome, Mr. Zoe. That's an interesting name. That sound looks like, could it be? No. I was wondering, side hustle autopilot. All right, live good tour. All right, Mr. Zoe, you are definitely somebody that is already in the space, I can tell. But anyway, guys, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so um, one of the first things that I always like to start with. Welcome, Chincy. One of the things that I always like to start with, okay, is basically this whole concept, like basically digital marketing as a whole, okay. And I want to start with that and explain exactly what that is, because way too many people, right, for whatever reason, way too many people have erroneously been misled into thinking that a digital marketing is like this new thing, new side hustle that is solely and only about promoting digital products, right? And specifically courses, I suppose. And that could not be the furthest thing from the truth, okay? Digital marketing, welcome, meme address. Digital marketing, it goes way beyond, right? Way beyond just digital products, right? I can't tell you how many people, especially even big creators with huge followings, who come on these platforms and they keep telling beginners and wrongly explaining to people, telling them that digital marketing is digital marketing is selling digital products. That is so wrong. Okay, that is just so wrong. Digital marketing, in simple terms, right, is basically it's basically the process of promoting anything, okay, anything online, right, through any kind of like digital media, so digital medium, I suppose, right? So you could be promoting a physical product, you could be promoting a digital product, you could be promoting a business, right, physical business, brick and mortar business, you could be promoting a brand, you could be promoting yourself, right, as a personal brand, right, just anything that you're promoting online. That's the process. That's digital marketing, right? It is the process of promoting anything online, okay. I always want to put that out there right from the start, because like I said earlier, too many people have been misled into erroneously thinking that digital marketing is only and solely about promoting digital products, okay? And that is not the case. I'm going to say it one more time. Digital marketing is the process of promoting anything, anything online. It could be a physical product, it could be a business, brick and mortar business, it could be a service, right? It could be a digital product or digital service, whatever the case may be, anything. All right. So that's that. Now that we got that out the way, Now we're going to move on to the whole aspect of affiliate marketing, right? Which is what matters to beginners, like people who are just getting started, like you and I. That is the quickest way for us to get started making money online. All right. So affiliate marketing, on the other hand, is the reason why I like to make that distinction is because that's another thing that happens quite a bit, right? People seem to erroneously interchange them like they're the same thing when they're not. Okay, they're two different concepts, right? One could be the subset of the other, right? I kind of look at maybe affiliate marketing falling under digital marketing, but then again, that might not exactly be the case because when you do affiliate marketing, it must not necessarily always be online, right? It tends to be online, which is why which is why maybe people might interchange it, with digital marketing, right? Like if they're synonymous, right? With affiliate marketing, you tend to do a lot of the marketing online because it involves getting your own unique affiliate link, right? But affiliate marketing in basic terms is just basically it's an extremely simple business model that allows regular individuals like you and I to promote other people's or other businesses, products, and services in return for an affiliate commission every single time we help them generate sales as a result of our digital marketing efforts. Okay, if you're here from the beginning, you know what the digital marketing is. Welcome, Gary Yard. All right. By the way, for those of you who are just joining for the first time, if you haven't met me before, my name is Christian. I'm currently in North Carolina, soon to be moving to Florida, which I'm looking pretty forward to. Right, that should be quite interesting. And I basically come online here sharing, like sharing and teaching the opportunity that's available to regular individuals, right? To make, the opportunity to make money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing. Okay, right? And that's basically what I do on here. And like many people who get started with this, right? The reason they get started is usually financial, right? I too was also in that bucket at one time where finances were like a struggle, despite the fact that I was working two jobs, right? A full-time job and a part-time job, right? One was a full-time corporate desk job, and then the other was, coaching youth soccer and refereeing soccer games on the side part-time, right? But despite everything, right, bills were always an issue, right? Were always a problem, right? Like being able to keep up, right? And going month to month, paycheck to paycheck type stuff with oftentimes more. There always ended up being more month than there was money, right? And that's the reason why a lot of us get started with this stuff, right? So I'm here to share like my experience, answer any questions for anybody that has any questions, right? Um, and uh, and that's that goes on whichever platform you're watching from. Let me know. Like one of the things that I tend to kind of want to know, which I find pretty interesting, is where people are watching from, right? Okay, if you don't mind sharing in the chat where you're watching from, I always find it interesting to know how far these lives go out. Welcome, Gigi Julie. I like that name. Pretty interesting. I like that. Welcome. Is it Gigi, Julie, or Ghislaine? Ghislaine is your name, maybe. Ghislaine, are you familiar with, welcome, Andrew. Welcome. So, those of you who are just joining for the first time, we're basically talking about making money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, right? How regular individuals can get started doing that. So, if you've ever been interested in getting started making money online, and wondering how it works and all that. I'm here to share that, answer questions if you have any, right, with regards to how that all works. Okay. Now, for those of you who have been here right from the start and has still here, please forgive me. You'll hear me repeat myself quite a bit, right? Maybe certain topics just because we have a bunch of people jumping in and out, right? So sometimes you'll often get me repeat myself, or maybe sometimes people asking the same question. So that's another thing to keep in mind, right? So we've already talked about what digital marketing is, right? Like, just really for simple, basic terms, what exactly digital marketing is. And welcome, Lightning the Straw. I always, let's see that username, right? They Lightning the Struggle, okay? Lightning the Struggle. Lightning the Struggle. What is your first name, by the way? I think I've seen you here before. I always, my name's Christian, by the way. I always like to address people by their first names. What's your name, Lightning Struggle? Lighting the Struggle. I guess I suppose that's how you say your username. Um, but anyway, if you're still in here, let me know in the comments. I'll be checking. And by the way, guys, if you see me looking left and right, that's because I'm trying to monitor two different screens at the same time and make sure that I'm not missing comments on either one. I've got YouTube open, and then I've also got TikTok open as well. So I just want to make sure that I don't miss any questions or any comments that come through on either one of the two platforms. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. So yeah, so we basically talked about digital marketing, right? What that is, how that works, and we've also covered affiliate marketing, what that is, and and how that works, and how those are not interchangeable. Though they describe two different things. Okay, sometimes people tend to mix the two up. Okay, now when it comes to getting started with making money online, right? For beginners, especially, whether you have no prior experience, whether or not you have any prior experience, affiliate marketing is the route that I tend to, lean more towards, that I encourage people to go towards, as opposed to, say, creating your own digital product, right? As opposed to creating your own. And just for the simple fact that, I mean, because of the way the affiliate marketing business model works, as I explained earlier on, I see it as it's kind of like the cheat code for people just getting started, right? People who want to get on and start making money online as soon as possible, because the setup is a lot quicker, right? As an affiliate marketer, you don't have to worry about the intricacies of running a full-fledged business, right? So in essence, you don't have to worry about creating your own product or providing your own service, right? You don't have to worry about managing inventory. You don't have to worry about shipping and handling, right? That's another thing. You don't have to worry about customer returns or even dealing with customer service at all, right? Those are all going to be headaches and issues for the vendors and the owners of the products and providers of the services to worry about, okay? Because if a customer has an issue with the product that they've received or the service that they received, you are not the one who created that product, right? You're not the one that provided that product. If they have an issue, welcome, Lenny. Glad to see you here again, Lady Lenny. Right? That is not, if that is not your, it's not your product, right? You're not the one who operates it. You're not the one that runs it. As an affiliate, if you bring a customer in and the customer has an issue or problem with the product, they would be going directly to the product owner, and the product the product owner or the service provider, right? That's who they would go to deal with any technical issues, technical problems, or whatever the case may be, right? Any customer service issues, and that's all for the product owner to deal with, right? Because it's not yours. If something is broken with that product, you can't fix it. It's not yours. That is the vendors to deal with, okay? So they take care of the customers. So as an affiliate marketer, really the only job that you have, or I should say the primary, your primary job is going to be driving traffic, okay? Your primary job, in essence, is going to be learning how to drive traffic, and that's where digital marketing comes into play. Welcome, Nayu. I hope I'm Nayu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Crashing my sturgeon. Okay. All right, welcome, welcome. I forgot. And by the way, guys, this should not. I hope you're not. This is. If you have any questions, right? If you have any questions, please do put them in the chat. That's what I'm here for, to also answer them, right? Besides talking about this and sharing the, sharing what's available, the opportunity, the business model that's there for anybody that wants to get started with it. I'm also there to answer any questions if you have any questions about it. Okay. All right. So where was I? We were talking about oh yeah, we're talking about like your main and primary job as an affiliate marketer, right? As an affiliate marketer, your primary job is going to be driving traffic, right? Driving traffic, and that's where digital marketing comes into play, right? Because in essence, right, uh, as an affiliate, right, even if you do have your own affiliate link and stuff like that, technically speaking, you could promote. Welcome, digital RN. Oh, Rose, haha, look, great to see you here, Rose. Rose, that's another one of my. You say I want that banner. Hey, you were asking me the other day, Rose, whether you asked me whether if I'm familiar with using Canva and all that. That's where I made that. That was all inside Canva. Canva is where I did that. So yeah, that's how I made it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple banner. If you want it for real, I can I guess figure out how to. I can get it to you if you want it. I can send it to you. But yeah, yep. No, I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. At least I'm doing something right, I suppose. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh, you do for real? You're serious? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, sure. Like I mean, you have my DM if you want. You can, I guess you can. If you send me your email, or I can just email it to you if you want to. You are. I am. I am what you are. Oh, in terms of doing something right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, if you want, yeah, just send me your email. I guess I should be able to. Yeah, I can download it and attach it to an email and send it over to you. Yep, there you go. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rosie. Yep, nice to hear that I'm doing something right. Interesting. Yep. But yeah, guys. So as I was mentioning earlier, right? So we were on the aspect of affiliate marketing, right? Affiliate marketing and what in essence why that in my mind is the quickest way to get started for someone that's beginning, right? I understand there are people that will also have their own have their own ideas of things that they want to do and create their own digital products, right? And sell them right from the get-go. Like some people just like to, I tend to look at affiliate marketing as a big, like, training wheels, right? To get started, right? Where you can partner up with somebody that already has a very successful, exactly, yes, Rose. It's the quickest way to get paid too. Exactly, right? Because before, when you're just getting started, you're gonna, as an affiliate marketer, you get to skip the whole process of creating your own product or providing your own service, right? And you get to just go piggyback off of someone that has already gotten a successful proven product that's already selling well, right? So there's no guesswork involved, right? Because you can start as a beginner and create your own product, right? Yep, buy the low hanging fruit is to promote one already done for you. Exactly, right? That's essentially what you're doing, as Rose is pointing out here in the comments, right? That's essentially what you're doing. You're basically buying the low hanging fruit in essence, okay? And so with that you're able to piggyback off of something that is already proven and successful, that at least you can do the research and see whether or not it is selling well, right? Whereas if you start with your own product, right, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't do this, as being you can, I'm just letting you know that it's just going to be a little bit more work involved, right? So you can create your own product based on your own expertise or passion, or let me take that back. Not even expertise, because I don't want people to feel like they have to be experts in order to sell their own digital product, right? Let's replace that word experts with experience. How about that? Okay. You can package your experience into a digital product and sell it. Okay. You can and like I said, you don't have to be an expert. I'm sure there's been tons of areas in your life, right, where you've had some kind of issue or dealt with some kind of problem, and you took care of it, you solved it, whether it was maybe I don't know, credit repair, or maybe a dog that won't take orders from you properly, right? You figured out how to train your dog, or whether it's how to, deal with rowdy kids or kid, whatever it is, right? Like maybe you might be the sort of person that tends, if you notice, a lot of your friends come to you for maybe relationship advice or something, right? Or you tend to be the one that's always being a mediator between your friends and you who are couples, and right, solving problems, all whatever little things you've dealt with. That is experience that you can tap into and create your own digital product, right, and sell. Okay, right? Trust me, whatever that is, there are other people. If you've experienced it, there probably not probably there are definitely many people out there, countless people who are experiencing the exact same problem as yourself. Okay, right, and who love to learn and tap into your knowledge, dealing with whatever it is that you dealt with and successfully took care of, right? So that's something you can package, right, and start selling. But here's the thing with that, right? You go that route, remember, you're gonna have to deal, there's a lot of things getting involved, right? You're gonna have to learn, like whether how you're gonna brand the product, the copywriting, right, the sales page, and all these different things, all right? Do you know, like there are, believe it or not, your words, right, copywriting, they make a huge difference in between whether or not your product is going to do well. Okay, whether or not it's going to do well in terms of sales, right? And then not only being someone who's brand new, who's a beginner, right, and nobody really knows you, doesn't know about you, and doesn't know about your product. That's something that you're going to have to develop over time, right? Get people to, I suppose, know, like, and trust you, right? And maybe trust your product as well over time. And you do that through, right, the digital marketing that I explained earlier on, whether it's through the various social media platforms. Okay, but that's an added factor. It's going to take a little, take a little bit more time, right? But you can get there, right? But then again, you also have to look: is your page converting well? Is your sales page converting well? Are you saying the right things or not, right? Those are all things that you're going to have to learn and tweak over time. Whereas if you go with an affiliate product that is already proven to do well, is already successful, it's already known, and people already know about it, right? They already know they have a problem right now. I mean, because there's different stages, right? People can have a problem and be unaware of the fact that they have a problem, but then they can also have in which case you need to bring to their attention that they have a problem. But then you also have people who are aware of the fact that they have a problem, but now they just need the solution. They don't know what that solution is. And then you have people who are aware of the problem and they are aware of the solution out there, right? Now it's just a matter of deciding which one to go with, right? And if they already know of a particular product that is doing well, that's the one, so that's the advantage that you have of jumping on as an affiliate, right? Picking, just jumping straight onto a product that is already established, well known, people already know about it, they know that it solves a particular problem that they have. Okay, and so they're more inclined to want to buy that. And as an affiliate marketer, you just need to jump in between and connect those people to the product, right? So you're just basically a middleman, in essence, a digital middleman. Welcome, Ice Dreams, welcome. So you are basically a digital middleman in essence. Okay, right? And it's a great way to get started because like I said, you don't have to worry about creating your own digital product at this point, right? And it's a good, I consider it like training wheels, because in the training wheels for, maybe when you do create your own product, right? Now, when you start out as an affiliate, you're going to be learning so many different things from the standpoint of marketing, from this, digital marketing and branding, right? And solving people's problems, right? And dealing with, I did mention earlier, you might not necessarily deal with customer service, but people who are interested in whatever product that you're promoting as an affiliate, they will ask you questions. Okay, they will ask you questions, so you're going to gain a lot of experience and from the get-go, and it gives you the opportunity to start earning right from the start. Okay, right from the start, because you already have everything set up in place for you to start making money. Okay, right? Everything's already set up. And in the process of doing all that, right, in the process of doing all that, you're going to be gaining experience, valuable experience. You're also going to be building your reputation, right? As you start gaining followers and traction out there in the digital world through all your different social media platforms, and people will start getting to know you, start getting to like you, start getting to trust you, and you will be building some kind of clout. So much so that when it does come time for you to create your own digital product, if that is something that you want to do, right? All of a sudden now you have an existing audience of people. You've already built some kind of goodwill. You've already built some kind of clout, right? So for lack of a better word, I can't think of another way to describe it right now, but you've already built a little bit of a reputation, so much so that when you do come out with your own thing, your little tribe of followers and people that, and connections that you've made, they already know you, and they will be more inclined to purchase your product now. Okay, your own product. It will give you an easier time being able to sell your own product. Okay, as opposed to starting with that from scratch. Okay, so that's where I come. That's where I come. That comes into play, right? That's where I'm going with that. That's why I lead with encouraging people to start out the affiliate marketing route before going on to create their own products if they want to. But hey, like I said, you can start right. You can jump straight into the deep end if you want to, creating your own digital product. If you have a passion, if you have something that you want to draw, if you have something of yours that you want to create, right, and you don't want to be an affiliate for anybody else's part, you can do that too. Okay, it's all up to you. It all comes down to people's various preferences. Okay, so that's that. Now, when it comes to promoting, products, right? You can either go the route of, selling a digital product or selling a physical product. And this is another place where I tend to encourage people to move in one direction versus the other, right? With a digital product, I mean, with physical products, the margins are a lot smaller. Okay, the margins are a lot smaller, so your commissions are also going to be small. When I say margins, I'm just talking about the difference between what it costs a vendor to create their product, right, versus how much they sell it for, right? So that spread, that difference is where they make their money, right? Welcome at Positive Vibes. So that difference is where they make their money. And with physical products, that difference does not tend to be that. It doesn't tend to be very big because because it's small, they make their money from volume, lots of sales. And because it's small, you as an affiliate, they can only pay you but so much. Okay, they can only pay you but so much because the margin is small, right? So with physical products, you're looking at affiliate commissions of like maybe 1, 2, 3, 5%, right? Maybe 10% if you're lucky here and there, right? Whereas with digital products, the margins are way higher because with digital products, the sort of thing that you just create it one time, and you can sell it over and over and over and over again. Okay, that's basically that's the advantage of a digital product. And because the overhead is low and the margins can be so big, the owners of digital products are more inclined to pay you much higher commissions, right? 30%, 40%, 50%, 60, 70, 80, even 90 and 100%. And I'll explain. You're probably looking at it like, okay, if they're paying you 100%, then what are they getting? I'll explain that in just a quick second. But the whole premise of, I mean, with a digital product, they will pay you that much. They're willing to pay affiliates that much because guess that what that does? It will attract a ton of affiliates now. It will attract a lot of affiliates to come and help them promote their product. Okay, right? And like I said, because it's digital, they create it once. They can sell it. You can sell it over and over and over and over and over again. Now, to answer the question before of why on earth would a product owner pay you 100% commission if like how do they make money right on the digital product? Well, what you're missing is that these companies and all these product owners that they tend to know their numbers, right? They know what LTV, the lifetime value of each customer is, right? Typically, when people come in and purchase from, from someone, they tend to purchase more than just the one product, right? They might be other products that the vendor has and owns, and they will, and people will purchase even more of them. Okay, people will purchase even more of those products, and so on average, let's just say a vendor knows that a customer set, 10 on average, right? The average lifetime value of each customer is roughly, 500 bucks, for instance. Okay. And then they have a $100 product, right? They would be willing to, do a 100% commission giveaway to affiliates, right? For the entire value of that one product that costs $100, because they know that once they sell that product, now, I mean, yes, they have a customer, they have the customer's information, right? This is a buyer, a proven buyer already, right? And through follow up with emails and all that type stuff, right? They know that they can sell even more products to them, and they know that over time, if each customer on average is earning them, $500 over the lifetime of that customer, they're okay with giving away $100 to as a 100% commission of a particular product to all their affiliates, knowing fully well that in the back end they are on average going to make $400, right, out of that 500 that they typically make. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. So that's typically how that would work, or why a vendor would be willing to pay as much, even up to $100, 100% commission, which is great for you and I, right? That's perfect. That's fantastic for you and I, because obviously now we have a done for you product, right? We've got a done for you product that is proven to work, proven to sell, right? And you just have to come jump on it, piggyback on it, and you know that people are already buying it. You know that the sales page converts. You know that it's proven. So you just have that simple task of learning the skills of digital marketing, right, to get the product out there. Now, for those who are wondering, how are the vendors, if you were wondering, like, how does the affiliate get paid, like how does the vendor know to credit all the different affiliates that promote their products? Well, it's pretty simple. Each affiliate gets a unique affiliate link from the vendor or the product owner, right? So, and that affiliate link is the link that we use to promote online through our digital marketing efforts. Like I told you, as I explained earlier before, digital marketing is simply the process of promoting anything online. Okay, it could be a digital product, it could be a physical product. So whether you're an affiliate for a physical product or an affiliate for a digital product, you will have your own unique affiliate link that you would use to promote all over the place, right? On the internet. Okay. And again, like I said, that's through digital marketing. You can still take that link and promote it outside of the internet, right? So now you would still be doing affiliate marketing, but that now it's not digital anymore, right? It's not digital marketing, because you can, like, if you want to, you can go pay for an ad in a newspaper, right? You can go pay for getting your link, right? Especially if it's an easy link to remember, right? You can usually affiliate links are complicated, right? So you can get your own domain and use cloaking and just put that, like, put a simple domain and put it out on a billboard somewhere, or put it out on signs on the road, right? You can put them wherever, in a grocery store, on the boards, all that type of stuff. That's still affiliate marketing, right? But you're not doing digital marketing, right? It could be word of mouth. If somebody hears somebody in the store talking about how they need this particular thing and you know where to get it, you can tell them, hey, just go to www whatever your website, whatever your domain name is, right? And that's word of mouth, and you know that your affiliate link is hiding behind that, and they go use that simple domain that they can remember, go type it in, and they go to the site and make a purchase. You make a commission. Okay, so that's how that's why I always like people to really understand, right, what these words and these terms actually mean, because way too many people are, they interchange digital marketing and affiliate marketing as if they're the same thing. And way too many people have been erroneously misled into thinking that digital marketing is solely and only about promoting digital products, right? And specifically courses. that is just absolutely wrong. Like I said it earlier, and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, because it really, I don't know why, it kind of gets under my skin every time I hear like people, even big creators with big platforms, wrongly describing digital marketing as this new thing that is about selling courses, selling digital products. Okay, it's not. Digital marketing is selling anything, physical or digital, anything online. Okay, right, through digital media. That's digital marketing. Okay. And bear in mind, guys, like this is just not a one-way thing, right? If anybody does have any questions, if you do have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I will answer, right? And if you do put any questions in there that I happen to miss, make sure you do send me make sure you send me a DM. Okay, send me a DM in case I miss them, because it is possible for you to put a question here, because I did mention I am following, like I'm trying to keep up with the chat on two different platforms. So if I do miss it, bear with me. You just repeat it as well. You can repeat it multiple times, and maybe I'll be able to see it. And if I do miss it, just DM me, and I'll be glad to respond. Okay. So that's essentially that. Okay. Now, if you are looking for a way to get started with a product, again, like I mentioned earlier, I recommend people go the digital route. Okay. Because margins are bigger. Okay. And one of the quickest ways to get started and actually start making money relatively quickly is with digital products that pay like some pretty hefty commissions, right? Like, for example, the course that I purchased to learn how to do all this stuff, digital marketing, affiliate marketing on the various different social media platforms, is one called Digital Wealth Academy. Okay. And Digital Wealth Academy does teach you 15 different ways that provide you like 15 different streams of income, right? It teaches you 15 different ways to make money online, right? And so that means if you do purchase the course, there are 15 different ways to make money, right? Do not think that the only way to make money from what you would learn inside Digital Wealth Academy would just be from reselling the course. Which, of course, if you want to do that, that's fantastic, and I always encourage anybody getting started to do that, because it's the quickest plug and play way to get started and start generating sales, so that you can be earning while you're learning all the different ways that they have in there to make money, or whichever one works best for you. Okay, whichever one resonates the most with you. And the one thing that I always tell people, especially if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, I do not recommend that you try to do all 15 different income streams at the same time. Okay, that is not something that I recommend at all, because you're just gonna spread yourself thin and really not dig deep on anything, right? And you essentially not gain any traction. You won't get anywhere. What I recommend is that when you start, especially if you're a beginner, to start with one income stream, like one of the 15 different ways that they teach to make money online, or two or three at the max, right? Three at the max. Okay. And the only reason I may even say you can do more than one, more than one, is just because a lot of them are kind of intertwined with each other, right? So you can do certain things, and there's a lot of crossover. Let me put it that way, right? But at the very, very max, I would not do more than three, right? If you're just getting started, but I recommend that you start out with one, master that one, get it going, get it rolling, start generating commissions, right? Start making money, whichever way, because not all of them are going to be like an affiliate based model. It can be based on, like I said, there are different strategies in there, right? Different ways, right? But start with one, get good with it, right? And then once you've got things comfortable, you're kind of moving on autopilot, you've got a system going, all right, on a daily basis, then you can start looking to add other income streams as well, right? Other methods. Okay. So that's that. And Digital Wealth Academy, you essentially have like a done for you product there, quite right, to be honest, right? It's If you're looking to, get started making money right from the get-go, Digital Wealth Academy does have its own affiliate market, its own affiliate program. Okay, just like Best Buy does, just like Amazon does, just like eBay does, just like Target, Home Depot, all these different stores, Nike, and all these different products that you purchase, right? They all have their own affiliate programs, and you have been doing affiliate marketing your entire life. You just didn't realize it, and you just weren't getting paid for it. Okay. Think about every time you go purchase something from the store, whether it's a piece of clothing or whether it's some kind of gadget or TV, or you go to the movies and you watch something that you enjoyed, and then you go share it with your friends. You tell them, "Oh my God, I just watched this movie. It was so good. You got to go see it, right?" Or I just bought this product. It is amazing, man. I know you've been looking for tennis shoes as well, to play tennis. I just bought these ones and they feel so comfortable. They're amazing. You need to go get them. Well, guess what? Your friends and family and all these people that go buy all these things, or go welcome Adina Ferretti, all these people that go and buy whatever it is that you're recommending, or they go watch that movie that you recommended. Well, guess what? When they do that, the business, like, for, let's say in the case of a movie, right? You go, they watch the movie theater is making money. Okay, the movie theater. Welcome Wendy, good to see you here again. So when they go watch the movie, right? The movie theater is making money. The actors who were acting the movie, they're making money, right? Production studio, they're all making money. Basically, everybody that was involved in getting that movie up on screen for you to watch, they're all making money as a result of your recommendation to your friends and family, or whoever you told to go watch the movie. They're all making money except you. Okay, right? But yet you marketed for them, right? That was affiliate marketing that you were doing, right? But you just didn't get paid for it. So now what affiliate marketing does, it gives us the ability to still recommend all these different products and services that we like using on a daily basis and all that type of stuff. And we can recommend them to other people, right? And they can go purchase through our affiliate marketing links, and we can make money from it. Okay, all right. That's like the real basic simple premise of that business model. Okay, and that's why I say it's like the cheat code for people just getting started, because you already have an entire business that is running already for you, right? You just come in and you're plugging into an already existing perfectly working system. Okay, so that's the benefit right there of going first with affiliate marketing, and that way you're learning the ropes, right? You're learning the ropes, and then when it comes time to create your own product, if that is something you want to do, then you have you've got a bunch of experience behind you now. Okay, so one of the things that I want to do, that I always like to do for people, just so people, if you are interested in getting started with, with learning how to make money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, the course that I would recommend that you go with, which is the one that I started with, that gave me that helped me start earning online, right? Through all the various different social media platforms and various online media, right? Is the one called Digital Wealth Academy. If you want to check it out, take a look at it and see what it looks like. And I will show you the inside of it real quick in just a little bit. But if you want to see the page and all that and everything that you will be getting, it's going to be, if you're watching on YouTube, it's just going to be the first link in the description below the video. And then if you're watching here on TikTok, you just want to go to the top left hand side of the screen, click on my profile picture there. That's going to open up a bigger picture of me. Click on that again. It'll take you to my TikTok profile. Once you get there, what you want to do is click on the LINK inside my bio. I've got to spell them out just because TikTok does get kind of funny sometimes when you say certain words, right? But you want to click on that LINK, and that is going to take you to my store. And what you're looking for there is a DWA, right? It's called Digital Wealth Academy. Digital Wealth Academy, that's the course, that's the digital product. It's a done for you product that you will have available to you to start selling right from the get-go if you want to, but you don't have to, right? There's so many different ways that it teaches you how to make money, whether it's TikTok Shop, for example, or Amazon reviews, or the Amazon influencer program, or if you want to do drop shipping or print on demand, or doing brand deals. If you wanted to be an influencer, right, you can do brand deals. It will teach you how to do all of that. If you wanted to do UGC, which is user generated content, whereby companies will pay you upfront to create some marketing materials promoting their products, and then they take that and promote it on their platforms. Okay, so you don't even have to have a social media platform of your own if you don't want to, right? So that's a way for you to make money without even coming online or without creating content, right? If that is, that's something that for whatever reason you prefer not to do, there's that. And even if you do, another one of the ways to make money that they teach you is faceless digital marketing, right? They'll teach you how to make money online without having to go live like I'm doing right now, or you wouldn't without having to create content that puts your face on camera. If that's something that you don't want to do, they teach you how to do all of that, right? Like I said, they go Canva, editing, right? Video editing, that's another one. Photography, those are all different skills, all different things that you can learn how to do, like promote stuff with your own, like an AI twin. If you again if you well, you can create your own AI twin, or you can create a completely made up person, right, that does all the marketing for you, right, all that appears in all your content, right, without you having to be on camera, without you having to go create your own content, right? So all these things, they teach you all of that in there. So if you're one of these people that for whatever reason you do not want to sell a course, that's perfectly fine, right? You can just go in and pick any one of the other 14. There's 15 streams of income in there, 15 different ways to make money online. Reselling the course is just one of them. Okay. If you don't want to do that one, you still have 14 more to go pick from. Okay. And there are plenty of people who are doing exceptionally well, making boku's amounts of money online through all the other methods, right? Without even selling the course, right? So just know that you have that as an option for you. But hey, if it's something that you start and you like it and you enjoy it and you want to tell people about it, then why would you not give them, if they're going to buy it anyway, why would you not give them your affiliate link so that you can make money from it in the process, right? So there's that. Now, like I mentioned, if you're on YouTube, you want to check it out. It's going to be that first link in the description below. If you're watching on TikTok, it's just going to be go to my profile, top left hand side of the screen. That's going to open. Click on that. It's going to open up a bigger picture of my profile picture. Click on that again. It'll take you to my TikTok profile. And once you get there, you want to click on the LINK right inside my bio, and it'll take you to my store, and you're looking for DWA, click on that. It will take you to the digital DWA Digital Wealth Academy um, uh, page, right? Sales page, and you can see everything that it comes with, what you're getting, and then as far as like getting started, they have various different payment, right? Payment plans available. So you, as far as how much the course does cost, it's $497, right? But you do not even have to pay that up front, right? If you don't want to, because they do have plans available whereby people can get started for as little as a nothing down, and they don't even have to make their first installment until like 30 days later, right? And it can be for as low as 41 bucks a month, right? So that's all available to you. Now, as far as like the inside of the course goes, let me go ahead and show you, because this is one of the things that I like to see. At least it's one of the things that definitely helped me and encouraged me big time. So let me just go ahead. Let me go ahead and flip the camera around so you can see the inside, right? So you can see the inside of, so I can show you the inside. Okay, let me show you the inside. All right, let me, if I can figure out how to, there we go. All right. So this is the inside of DWA, okay? And this is one of the things that is like really, it's really encouraging to see, right? Like, so when you come in, right, there's like this tab right here, and you can see like all the various different. It's hosted on a platform called School, right? And you can see this is the community, and I'm going to show you the classroom as well and all the different things that you would get, okay? But this is these are like let's see. So they do have weekly trainings, right? Live trainings where you can come on, which are taught by one of the co-creators inside DWA, who happens to be an eight-figure earner. Okay, he's an eight-figure earner. By the way, let me see. I should be, hold on. Let me make sure that I'm sharing my screen for those on YouTube as well. Okay. All right. So let me see. Digital Wealth Academy share. All right. So this is the inside, right? If I go to the next tab, you'll see all the different testimonials, right? So these are the testimonials. You'll see different people talking. So if last month I could bring, so this person made 25 sales last month. And then let's see, Savage Amber said, I still can't believe this happened. A few months ago, I was exhausted, stressed, and wondering if I'd ever catch a break financially. Then I stumbled on something in this very community that completely flipped my reality. Fast forward today. Let's see if we were open. Let's see, we were open. This is, let's see. So fast forward today. My store is finally alive. I'm getting daily interest from people I've never met before, and my sales keep climbing to the point where this month alone has been nothing short of life changing. It's wild thinking about how quickly things can change when the right person guides you in the right let's see in the right direction. Let's just say I wake up every day with a huge smile now. If you're here, stay eager to learn and never lose sight of what brother you on this path. Okay, what brought you on this path? I guess that's what they meant to say. But that was one of the things is, it's always good. Like when you come in, these testimonials can be really encouraging, especially if you're just getting started and things seem kind of hard, right? Or things not working for you. It's always motivating when you see all these different people, all these different people having success, right? Here's one talking about how 12K in August and cleared 62K in family loans alone. I'm shook. Don't doubt the process, family, right? See attention Gen Xers, see email marketing. This one's talking about having success with email marketing, generating sales that way. This one, Rashida wins this Labor Day. The way she spelled labor, I'm guessing that's probably one of the Canadians, right? Or maybe one of the people from the other European English speaking countries where they spell differently. But they were basically talking about how they made $397 on Labor Day, right? Because I think they did have a sale. No, not that I think they did have a $100 off sale, right? Because DWA is normally $497, and these they people capitalized on that sale on Labor Day for $100 off, so they got it. So 397 sale. Finding a way, Nuevo Video Viral. Oh, that's something else that I forgot to mention, right? DWA does come in 6 different languages. Okay, it does come in 6 different languages. So, and the 6, if I recall, so they've got English, Spanish, French, Italian, German, and Portuguese. Okay, so if you're someone who speaks any one of those other languages, right? There's definitely a little niche market for you to go dominate inside, right? Lily here is talking about how she made 10K in just 2 weeks, right? 10K in 2 weeks. Priscilla Adamski made 16,497 as a busy mom of 3, right? 10K in sales milestones unlocked. This person just made 10K over, my first post, huge step. So that's the other thing too. That's the other thing, right? Like even just the basic simple things, right? That this person's talking about miles, like just having it, like it's a major thing for them to have gone through all the training and gotten to a point where they've got their first post up, right? That's a huge win for them. Okay, just surpassed 10K in sales with only 600 followers, right? So that's another major misconception. People think that in order to make it, oh, Joanna, hey friend, sorry, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Hi, hey, Joanna. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. And I guys, that's the other thing too that I forget to mention. With Digital Wealth Academy, or with any of these programs, right? Digital marketing as a whole, the market you're gonna meet, it's gonna be it's you're gonna meet so many different interesting people, and a lot of people are so supportive. Okay, right? It's a really great community of people. That's the other thing too that you got to remember, right? You're going to this is not like working a job in an office where you go and meet people. You meet people on a daily basis and interact, right? So if you don't get social, this can become a pretty lonely space, right? you're just working, especially if you're, you've gotten to that point where you're working from home and you're just doing this full time now, right? And then they have the classroom here. This is what I was talking about earlier. They have the classroom, and everything is all laid out for you step by step. Okay, step by step, right? Start here. They've got a mindset module and all these, and this is one really interesting thing which I've got to go back and do again. I didn't realize it. I go through the modules and then I forget to click completed, right? To just give you an idea of how far you've gone. And by the way, each one of these modules has separate different videos on the inside. So it's not just like here where you see start here, mindset, digital marketing basics, right? Within each one of those modules, there's probably like five, six, or depending on how in depth it is, additional. In fact, let me just go ahead and show you, right? So let's just look at like the mindset module, for example. If I click on that, right, when we come inside, you'll see, right? You'll see that there are several different videos in here, several different. They're all bite-sized, right? Nothing crazy there. Nothing. You're not going to be sitting there for 2 hours per video or anything like that, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. It's all in bite sizes, really easy, really easy to go through and very digestible. Okay. So that's the one of the co-creators, the instructor that I was telling you about, right? That's an eight-figure earner in the digital marketing space while selling digital products, right, and providing digital services. So that's that. And then, but that's let me see, let me just go back. But that's essentially how the classroom works. And you can scroll all the way, like if you once you get inside, you can see all the different modules that are there, right? And it goes through, like, I want to say there's like 3 pages of this, or three pages 1 through 30 of 83. Oh shoot, yeah. So basically 83 different modules. That includes all the different languages and stuff, right? So, but anyway, let me go ahead and flip this to let's get back to seeing me. But anyway, guys, if anyone does have any questions, right? If anybody does have any questions, let me see if I can make sure I get back to anybody. If anybody, or the saga, hey, sorry, I can't see anything. Ooh, order saga, I'm really sorry. Hold on. Were you able order saga? Wait a minute. Because guys, I'm actually on two different platforms here, so I am trying to keep up with two different chats at the same time. Or the saga, did you hold on? So sorry. Order saga. Oh, okay. So you're good. Did you see the inside, Order saga? Did you see the inside of Digital Wealth Academy as I was showing it? Did you get a chance to see that? Or do you need to see it again, or um, did you see when I had the screen flipped over? You can see now. Yeah, I know you can see me now, though, right? I know you can see me now, but could you see the inside when I was showing the inside of Digital Wealth Academy? No, it was just a black screen. Huh. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me try this real quickly and see if you can. If I share my screen, classroom, and then share. So can you see it now, or is a view tab on YouTube Studio stop sharing? Can you see it now, or is it still a is it still a dark screen? Or the saga? Can you see it now, or is it still just a blank screen? Yes, you can see it now. Thank you. Okay. So when I was showing, let me see. I guess, yeah. All right. So when I was showing like the inside, like how about now? Can you still see it now, or is it still a black screen? I guess you can see it now. Bear in mind. So like right now, as I'm scrolling back and forth, let's say if I go into the community, right? Can you see all of this now? Yeah, you can see. Fine, thanks. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. So I was showing the inside earlier, like with some of the like the testimonials and stuff, Orta Saga. Did you want me to show you that again, or did you catch some of that? Did you want me to show you the inside again? I see that you can, yeah, I see that you're saying it's fine now, but did you want me to show you, want to see the inside again? Like, did you want me to go through like the the different modules and what you would be getting on the inside? Okay, you caught most of it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, all right, gotcha. So, so I was mentioning earlier, welcome, Latoya. Anybody, like if anybody has any questions about this, okay, anybody has any questions about all of this and getting started and how it all works and all that and how digital, or any questions about digital marketing as a whole, right, digital marketing as a whole, or anything that I've gone over thus far, like if anybody has any questions at the moment, please ask me, right? That's one of the reasons why I like doing these lives, because it helps, it helps me to answer a lot of people's questions in real time, right? I get to interact and answer people's questions in real time, okay? And if you have like any doubts or any reservations or any reason why you would feel like any reason why you feel like you can't start right now, or why you wouldn't want to start right now, if it was, like if you like now that you have that you know about this and the opportunity and what it can do for you, right? If you have any questions or anything with regards, and any questions, anything, right, or anything else, whatever the case may be, it doesn't even have to be based on what we've covered here. This is just more so with like even maybe questions with what you're dealing with or doing right now with your own digital marketing efforts and what you're promoting, or whatever courses that you have, or whatever other digital products that you're selling, or physical products. Like I said, one of the things that I mentioned earlier, as an affiliate marketer, you can plug in from the get-go with a physical product or a digital product. It's all completely up to you, okay? But I always tend to steer people, especially beginners, more so towards digital products, because the margins are higher. The commission percentages tend to be a lot higher, right? So for the same amount of effort, right, that you would put into selling a physical product, you can do that with a digital product and make a lot more, right, from the commissions per sale, right? Just because of those bigger margins. Okay, so that's something you should that's definitely something that you should keep in mind. Don't get me wrong, you can still make a lot of money with physical products. It's just you're going to have to produce a lot, like a lot of volume, right? You're gonna have to generate a lot, get a lot of eyeballs on the products, right? And that's where like things like TikTok Shop, those tend to come in pretty. That's a good place to generate a lot of sales with your videos, especially if you do have a video that goes viral, for instance, right? Because TikTok is definitely one of the platforms makes it a little bit, the algorithm is a little more friendly, right? Is a lot friendlier to people who are looking to go viral, right? Or the saga, would you say it's easier to sell physical products though, because you can actually show the product and what it does? Yeah, I mean, that there's definitely an easier aspect there to selling a physical product, just because people see it, they know it. People are a lot more in general are more familiar with physical products, because people go to the store every day, right, and pick things off the shelf, right? It's tangible, you can hold it in your hand, you can see it, you know exactly what you're getting, right? As opposed to a digital product, right? You can still sell digital products and do extremely well. It's just that obviously digital products are not as mainstream as physical products. Everybody knows what a physical product is because they've dealt with it their entire lives, but not everybody has come across a digital product, right? But when people get to know what it can do for them, right? Uh, Digital products are they definitely they're definitely there's definitely more room to quickly to make money there, right? A lot sooner with the same amount of effort than you would a physical product, right? You can sell, and that's the thing. physical, making a lot of money with physical products, right? The platforms that you're selling on really make a huge difference. TikTok is definitely one of those places, with the, with the coming of TikTok Shop, right? Is definitely one of those places that make it possible and, easier for the regular individual to generate a lot of sales and make the kind of money that people tend to associate more with digital products, right? But then there's an aspect of luck there, and with the physical product thing on TikTok, right? Because there's an aspect of luck there. Maybe obviously there's skill involved, right? Like if you're good at presenting and knowing how to create videos with the right hook and that have the ability to go viral and all that type of stuff, there's just definitely a science behind it, right? No question about it. And there are people who have gotten really good at selling physical products on TikTok Shop and consistently having five-figure months, right? But Digital Wealth Academy, right, the course, which is a digital product in itself, right? It's a done for you digital product. It has like all the modules that I was showing you in there. It does have a module that teaches you how to sell physical products on TikTok Shop, or if you want to sell physical products through Amazon reviews on like on Amazon basically, right? So it teaches you how to do all of that stuff, right? So like I mentioned, if you get started, if you purchase Digital Wealth Academy, don't feel like the only way to make money with it is by reselling the course, right? And getting that 85% commission. Because I did mention the course is 497, right? But give you the ability to sell it as an affiliate and earn an 85% commission. So for each sale you generate, you would be making $422.45, right? And a lot of people getting started, it's because of the ease of setup with affiliate marketing. It's one of the quickest ways to get started making money, right? While you're learning all the other ways to make money that you choose to decide to do, right? Like I said, there's 15 different ways in there, right? And there are a lot of people, right? Thank you, Joanna. There are a lot of people in there who go in and start making money in so many other in ways other than reselling the course, right? So that is just one stream of income, right, amongst many others, right? And there are people in there, like I mentioned earlier too. If you're just getting started, I do not recommend at all that people try to do all 15 streams of income right from the start, because you're just going to spread yourself thin and you're really not going to dig deep with any one method, right? As opposed to focusing all your efforts on maybe one, two, or three different ways at the max, right? Three different income streams at the max. But yeah, to answer your question, Orta Saga, would you say it's easy? Yeah, on the surface, right? Just because people can see what they're getting, right? They know exactly what they're getting. But you can do that too. You can show people what they're getting as well with digital products as well. So, but yeah, if you have any other questions, anyone, please let me know if you have any other questions. One of the things that I do, Order Saga, are you still here? Are you still here or have you left? Is there on here on YouTube with me? Let's see. Can I see anything? I can see now. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Is there a best niche you would suggest starting in? Basically, generally speaking, right, when you get started, um, which is pretty standard, right? The health and wealth niche, right? That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, health and wealth, right? Sorry, health and fitness is what I meant. Health and fitness, right? Health and fitness, right? Anything regarding your health and fitness. Oh, you do. Joanna, yeah, Joanna says she does TikTok shop too. That's right. I remember seeing that on one of your lives, right? I remember seeing that. You said you had like a supplement, I believe, that you started promoting and you were doing really well on TikTok shop, and then you stopped for a while, and then the company was reaching out to you to start promote to they wanted you to get back on promoting because you were making some really good money for them, right? So, and that's the thing, guys. Orta Saga, don't worry, I've not forgotten about your question. I will get back to it. That's the thing about it, right? When you do really well as an affiliate, right, you can start commanding extra perks, right? Like maybe asking for a commission bump and stuff like that. And a lot of times, vendors and product owners are willing to do that because they know that you are a high performing producer, right? So the better you do with any given product that you're selling as an affiliate, and if you have the vendor coming to you and asking you, hey, please continue promoting our product, you can command higher commission rates, right? And a lot of times they will do it, right? Just because they would rather give you that little extra commission, right? And you make those extra sales for them than for them to lose you completely, right? So Orda Saga, coming back to you. And by the way, Orda Saga, what is your first name, if you don't mind me asking? Like, my name's Christian, by the way, right? I like to address people by their first name. It just makes it a little more interesting. Welcome, Turk Albani. So yeah, so to answer your question, Orda Saga, and if you don't mind, please let me know what your first name is. So the best niches, like I was mentioning, right? The health and fitness, that is like the one of the biggest, right? If not the biggest, okay? Health and fitness would be the way to go. Wealth, right? Anything with regards to making money, right? The wealth niche, right? Any, whether it's finance or making money online, marketing, stocks, whatever the case, real estate, right? Those all fall under the wealth niche, okay? That and then relationships, right? Everybody, everybody is always looking for something to do with like relationships, right? These could be interpersonal relationships, whether it's romantic relationships or platonic relationships, right? So those three niches right there, any one of those three that you decide to start in, you can't go wrong with, right? And obviously, if you have I shouldn't say obviously, but if you have a passion, if you have an interest or anything that you have in your personal life that falls within any one of those three niches, that's better. That's even better. That's perfect, right? Because it does help when you have an interest in whatever it is you're doing. It makes it easier to keep on doing the work that you need to be doing on a daily basis. But again, you don't have to. And bear in mind, having said that, that does not mean that you cannot make money outside of those niches, right? There are all kinds of niches, and people are making incredible amounts of money even outside of those niches that I mentioned. But just to answer your question, like you did ask, what if there's a best niche that you would suggest? Those are the three out. Any one of those three are the ones I would recommend. But if you want to, I'll also lean especially towards the wealth niche in particular, like maybe making money online. That's a good place to start too. Right, if you are a beginner who's getting started learning how to make money online, right? Because the reason why that's a great niche to start in, despite the fact that you might not even necessarily have experience in it, is because you are actively going through the process of learning how to do this stuff, right? So as you're learning, that is a bunch of content that you can be that you have at your disposal, right? Documenting your journey and how you're showing your progress, because what sells, people want to see that transformation, okay? People want to see that transformation. So as you are learning everything that you're learning with regards to digital marketing and affiliate marketing, you will see yourself gaining more knowledge, right? Getting better, right? And having little wins here and there, and that's all stuff for you to share, okay? Because oftentimes a lot of people think that, oh, the only way to make money online with in the wealth niche is if you are making money and you have your own all these big figures to share, because that's what all the biggest people in the space, that's all they do, right? It's like, it seems like that's all they do, right? They're constantly flashing how much money they've made, right? And that is what draws a lot of people in, right? So beginners will see that and think, okay, well, I've not made any money, so who's gonna buy from me, right? And they think that that's the only way, like flashing income claims and all that is the only thing that sells. Don't get me wrong, of course it helps to generate sales, right? But there's other ways to go about doing it, right? There's other ways to go about doing it. So don't let that deter you. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are a beginner, that's a great place to go, because you can share your little wins as you're going through your journey. Like, people like to see a story. That's what sells, right? Telling stories, right? And sharing your journey. transformations. Okay, if you can get good at sharing your story, sharing your transformation of how you started as nothing and now you're this type stuff, and like people seeing that transformation, because in essence, what you're selling to them is they can see you actively becoming that person that they want to become. So if they're seeing you doing it and you're sharing your journey and you're having success, right? They're looking at that and they're like, okay, clearly this thing works. So whatever because I can see him or her going through that transformation, and clearly they're getting better. Clearly they're moving up the ladder, trying to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve, right? And so clearly it works. Like, so okay, well, and I want to buy from them and I want to learn from them because they're not. As a matter of fact, it makes you a lot more relatable. That's the funny thing. This is one thing that people miss. It actually makes you a lot more relatable to the beginner, as opposed to that guru or that guy that is like, that guy or gal, right, who's up there that's already making 100K a month or 50K a month. People who are just getting started, they can't relate to that. More a lot of times, they'll even people who've never heard of this, right, they'll see that and think it's not even real, right? They might not even believe it, right? They may think it's not a real thing, it's not true, or it's like, like a scam or something, whatever the case may be, right? But that's not but whereas if you're someone who's just getting started as a beginner, and then you're sharing your journey and you're showing your progress, and then you make a sale here and a sale there, someone else who's also just a beginner, they can relate more to you, right? And if you're only a few steps ahead, they're going to be inclined to be like, man, like, I want to follow it because they're doing it right. I'm seeing them have success, so let me follow in their footsteps so that I can ride on their coattails and try to keep up with them, right? So that we can all grow together, that type of thing, right? So that's that. I mean, I'm just giving you an example there of a niche that because you did ask the question like what's the best niche I would suggest for anyone getting started. I gave you those three overall overarching main niches, right? Whether it's like the health and fitness, the wealth niche, and relationships, right? But you can go into anything. There's golfing, there's sports, there's betting, there's all different kinds of niches, and people are making all kinds of money in the manifestation, right? That falls under like the spirituality niche and all that people are making. I've been like manifestation niche is actually one of the ones I'm in, that I do, that I also promote digital, funny enough, digital products again, right? Digital products. And so but yeah, like I would, if you're just getting started, like if you don't have any experience promoting promoting products as a whole, right? And you're just getting started, even though you have not had, maybe even if you haven't had any success, right, to speak of in the wealth niche, aka making money online, that is a niche I would go into, right? But you just have to come at it with a different approach, right? You can't come in as the expert or the guru, right? Like most people are, right? You just want to come. You're gonna have to come in more so like the student, okay? Like the reporter. Take the approach of a reporter, okay? So it's like you're investigating, and you've purchased this. You've purchased this digital marketing course that teaches you how to do marketing, and so you're essentially you're taking the approach of a student or like a reporter, and you're like reporting back to everybody who's watching. All right, this course says it claims to be able to do this and show you how to do this. Well, I bought it and I've gone in and I'm going through the modules and I'm seeing, okay, is this information good or not? I give my opinion here and there. All right, I'm implementing it, guys. Now let's see whether this stuff works, right? And you share your wins and your losses, right? Don't be afraid to share your losses as well, okay? Because it makes you real, it makes you relatable, and people buy from people. They want to know that they're buying from somebody that they can trust, that actually is it's not going to lie to them, that is going to tell them the truth, okay? So that's those are all things to consider. But Anyway, guys, if anybody does have any more questions for me, because I need to jump off now. I've been on here for quite a bit, and I have some stuff coming up that I have to take care of, right? So if you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. If you would like to get started with Digital Wealth Academy, if you're watching on YouTube, it's just going to be the first link in the description below this video. If you're watching on a TikTok, you want to go to my profile, right? So if you're watching on TikTok, just go to the top left-hand side of the screen, click on my profile picture there, and then it will open up a bigger profile picture of myself, right? And then when you do that, you want to click on that. That will take you to my TikTok profile, and then once you get to my TikTok profile, you want to click on the LINK and my BIO, right? I got to spell it out just because TikTok does get kind of funny and finicky when you say certain words. And when you do that, you're looking for DWA, right? DWA Digital Wealth Academy. That is the name of the course that I've got started with, that showed me and that I've been learning from to do all this stuff and going live and doing all the different social media platforms, because I've never been a social media person, never known how to use all those different platforms and create I prior to joining Digital Wealth Academy, I didn't know how to create a reel and edit them and all that type of stuff, right? It sounds like I sound like an old person when I say all of that, but it's just the truth, right? I've never been tech savvy, right? I've just been learning this stuff as I go. Okay. So that's essentially it, guys. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. If I didn't answer here, you can on TikTok. You can always DM me. If you're on YouTube, just put the question in the comments below, or you can come find me on. You can come get me on TikTok or IG, any of the other social media platforms, and direct message me there. Okay. If you have any questions, so Black Progress, welcome. But I'm getting ready to jump off now, or TT, anybody that's still here, just let me know. Let me know before I jump off. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. All right. I think that will be it, guys. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch. You could have been anywhere in the world doing whatever you wanted to do, but you are here with me, spending time with me. And for that, I am so forever grateful, and I appreciate it big time. All right. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next live, or we'll engage, or we'll, interact on my, through my content, right? Through my content. All right. Thank you, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.